Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Healy Goes Again. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, this is technically my second channel on politics, so there'll soon be a third one coming soon. I'll tell you that a little bit later. Yeah, this is my political channel. This is a continuation of Healy Goes Again, and Healy Goes Again is the name of this page and the name of this project. And this is basically the idea of Healy Goes Again is to be the home of the alternative opinion. But today, that's probably just fucking common sense, isn't it? So, hey ho. But yes, so the idea of Healy Goes Again and what I started before and what I started now are completely different things because this is the second time I've made a YouTube channel. So, to be honest, hello, welcome, hopefully you're staying, and I'm going to explain a few things about what Healy Goes Again is going to be like and what it is, and it's probably the judge of my character and morale and everything else about politics. Politics. What the fuck is that thing, eh? Well, the last 2 years have been fucking fun, haven't they? Oh boy, I forgot about those things. Anyway, so much has happened, hasn't it? So, as we're living in the world of Clown World, that is admitted what it's called Clown World because logic and common sense have fucking gone out the fucking window. Hey ho. We have created this new channel where the alternative opinion needs to be said and it's getting rational and becoming more widespread as it comes to be. That makes no fucking sense because none of everything else doesn't make fucking sense. So, anyone who knows my stuff already, I'm basically bigger on the other social media platforms, so we can get this one going quite well would be fantastic. But anyway, some people are asking why it took me so long to make videos. Lockdown, everything else going down, mental health, a lot of fucking problems, and that's cost me a lot of time to not actually do stuff. So, for anyone who hasn't figured this out yet, this channel is not for the faint-hearted and people who get offended really easily. Fuck off. Yeah, I'm serious, just fuck off, because if you can't take rationale and common sense, you can't come here. You can come and go when you want, but I don't think you'd be very welcome when you don't understand fucking common sense. So, there you go. Where have I been for a long time? It's been all those things, but I'll explain it further in a longer video. On YouTube related wise, we're not really anywhere. Our first channel when I started making stuff was a little bit more radical about Brexit stuff, and that's when I was getting into politics. But now I'm a little bit more educated in everything that's going on. About me, I'm Mr. K. You can call me that, or Healy Goes Again. It's up to you. If you want any content specific stuff, just ask the comments below, and I could probably cover a subject for you. Maybe, if I know enough about it. But I'm not a genius, I'm not clever and everything, and I have probably some bias, but I'll explain more of that as I go along. I am living in the UK, specifically in Scotland, where some of the content is created, but that's just going to be a differing question of whether my loyalties lie. But I'm definitely for the UK monarchy perspective, but if you haven't known any of my stuff or comments so far, you should really check out my Instagram, Facebook, and maybe the old channel. We have a website and store online as well, so because I am also a digital audio entrepreneur, which means I am very into the techniques of technology and YouTubing and videos and essays and video essays and that kind of stuff. Technically YouTube, but hey ho, sounds clever, doesn't it? So the other things I do, that's also why I haven't been doing things for a while, is I've got a photography online store as well. I have this political store and a blog post on Here Goes Again. I have a music clear, which I'm starting up again, which I stopped, which was a joke. But if anyone wants to know about that, go to the website and there'll be links to all these other pages. You must use the fucking website. If you want to know anything or find out anything, do your fucking research. I encourage that a lot. I do other things such as video essays as well. Comes under the Wolf by Initiative Network, where we do movie videos, movie essays, and video essays, and so on. We'll talk about the locations I cover in the whole spectrum of things. The first one would be America, because as much as we all basically hate that fucking thing and how bad things have gone, it has taken itself to be the high pedestal of the world. Fuck you. And the next one is the UK, because I live here. It's the island. I'm starting to love this country more and more. But the thing is, this entire country's running on an old 19th century system that doesn't fucking work. And now everything's just going to shit, let alone everything fucking else. And the rest of the stuff we cover is in Scotland. Now, I say UK and Scotland. Scotland's a little bit different because I live here. I've lived here all my life. And there's the difference between using Scotland as a choice is because they're run by a bunch of nationalists that actually have a full control of the narrative and swear everything that goes. Basically sacrificing everything for their narrative of fucking glory dream. Not fun. And everything else is on the globe scale. But if you want to know about anything else that I'm doing in content-wise, please tell me below, because the globe stuff, technically there's going to be a few more things, but we're going to explain about more how we're going to talk about this content in the future. If you're going to understand how this works on Here He Goes Again, you must understand we are living in the political YouTube space. The YouTube space is different from the space of TV, mainstream media, and so on. Oh yeah, fuck mainstream media and the BBC, fuck them. And yes, so what the plan is we're going to be, what we are the reaction from the big shots, like the big shots of Saga Navacard, GB News. We are the reaction from them. We are the new generation of content creators, and we are the new generation of political minds, because there's plenty of us out there, and we just don't have enough voices. And we're different from the people that came before, so we need to start building our new generation in this culture war. So, if you're anyone who is very aware of the content stuff, Right, so as I know this video has been taking a longer time than it should have been, I better explain my psychology and sociology of where my head is. And if you want to understand my content and stuff in future, although remember, this is my first video of many videos that you can just ask right away about stuff, about current events and so on, below. I want to explain my psychology. Most of what I've learned from my education with politics for the last few years has came from Saga Navacard, Carl Benjamin, in other words. He's the guy who runs the Lotus Eaters. I give high respects to him, which I've said to many people. He is probably my role model into the idea of politics and how I understand the world today through liberalism and so on. And I give that man a huge credit to my, well, dues, if I would say that. Do I go the same way as him when it comes to libertarianism? No, I am not libertarian. I am actually conservative right-wing. Now, wherever the barrier differs is between the individual, the government, and the state, and the barriers between all that. I do believe in the libertarian argument that people have the right to choose what they want to do, which I agree with. But if that starts infringing on other people, my light side starts kicking in very quickly, and my conservative one does too. And people don't seem to understand what all these other things do. But if you're looking at other personalities on the YouTube spectrum to understand what my attitude is like, my political wisdom and so on comes from Carl Benjamin or Saga Navacard. My attitude of my age comes from Callum, that works with Carl Benjamin on Lotus Eaters, but I'm more or less Callum's attitude towards things, unless you piss me off, that's different. And like I said, if you piss me off, and my attitude and reaction is like Spoon. Now Spoon, I like him very much, and I think I agree with him a lot of how his attitudes are, because we both actually realise the other spectrum of the world, because everyone likes to stay in their bubbles, but I live between bubbles, and I am not the one that's very clingy to groups anymore, because if you stick in one group, you're screwed, and you end up realizing the world collapses around you when your bubble is about to get destroyed. Doesn't do good for your mental health. But for anyone who likes the content that they see so far, I will be making more of these. If you want me to do certain subjects, I will make them below. But thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you Have a good day. Goodbye.